Hi class, this is some video feedback for your revised sites for your Real Deal Taco. There will be some global things to think about, making sure everything is above the scroll, that things are aligned. Usually your text blocks will be aligned left, that you will have two fonts mostly and not more, that you'll have navigation on every page, that your links work, and that you'll have a fictitious disclaimer at the bottom and an updated copyright. Those are just some of the things that still need to be addressed in some cases. All right. Another thing is you want to make sure that the files are named something that is more appropriate to the image, something very short. Okay, so let's get through this. This particular one, it looks good. I like it. Not sure this color fits with everything else. I do like this look, but it's so fast I can't read that header and click at the same time. Of course, I do have this to click on, so that helps. So this is laid out pretty good. We've got, a hierarchy, and we can carefully see where everything is. A lot of scheduling has a lot of blank space around it. We probably could get in a little quicker like this. Bring that down a little bit, take a little out. Same with the menu, probably come down a little bit, bring this down. The logo is legible, so that's important. White might be better. You have to think about how that would look on each page. Okay, and this is laid out nicely. Let's bring this line up here, I think. And this one doesn't have a lot of color that fits the brand. I don't think there's blue on here at all, so we do want to work with that. Be a good opportunity there to bring in some of the colors of the brand. This especially, the gray might be a good blue. All right, a little more could be cut down. This could probably be broken up and then just a few lines taken out. I'm not sure we need our history if we have about us. If so, it might need to be over here a little smaller, although we do want our headers to be consistent in size. This is all caps, which is different from the menu. So look at that. This is nice, but overall, I think this is Zaria's. Overall, Zaria, you're a good designer. And so I'm pleased with what you've done here, all right? Good job. Now you guys are going to want to revisit these as you go along in your program because you're going to learn a lot. And you may decide that you want to use it as an example of some skills that you have. So this layout is good, Leighton. I really do like this text with this. I like the space you've given. Let's not have one word on a line. As far as the design here, it kind of works, but, traditionally we don't do that. And you don't know who you're going to be showing. Looks good, though. Again, we need to fix that. And that. Okay, and I think we've started to change fonts here. Nope, same. Okay. A little too much spacing here. I think a border would be good here. Make these the same size. All right. And everything else is really clear. I do want to check. Yeah, okay. Good job with the fonts. This probably needs to be optimized so it doesn't pop up last. Okay, but you've kept everything above the scroll, and so you really have very little that you need to adjust. All right, good job. All right, Andrew. Very easy to understand. There's only on some pages where I feel like this needs to be centered. And the titles. We want to change the titles of these. This is a kind of introduces a different color. Personally, I'd throw in a very light green maybe, but not a problem. It's laid out really easy to read, so that's awesome. This is your menus, all caps. This is lower, upper, and lowercase. We still need to work on the kerning here, the space between the letters. This is perfect amount of content. Okay, one word. I want to reflow that, rewrap it. Okay. This is higher. You might consider bringing this up too. A little more padding under this, but nice amount of content. Yeah, all right. Okay, we want to load this quicker, so try and optimize this so it will load. But otherwise, you're doing really great. This is really clear and has very few changes that need to happen. Link these up to the Real Deal Taco site, though. All right, Alessandro, I do like this background. This spacing needs to match this spacing as well. The gutters need to be the same. And the names of the files. Okay, this could possibly be cut down a little bit, but I like the font. I hope that that's throughout. This is all caps, and the other is upper lower. Okay, this looks good. I really liked it. This, I think I'd like to see higher up, but I really don't want to clutter this. So I'm going to say it's okay. Maybe a little icon there to separate it and bring it up just a little. But, you know, you've got the locations there. It's all working well. I like this image that you have here for the map. Okay. And yeah, I do like the way this was worked out. You might want to rewrap that and bring it up. Probably this came to you like this. I'll have to check out the original. All right, good job. Just very few things that need to be adjusted, and I don't really have a problem with it as far as the upper and lower case. Something to think about. All right, sometimes it matters a lot. Okay, Goma. This needs to be stationary. Okay, that should be fixed because, you know, it's nice to have the menu there, and it will be there if you fix it, but right now it's hitting over things. Okay, this. I know you like pink, but it's not on brand. So for this particular assignment, you'll want to probably change that. This needs some padding, and it doesn't bother me so much that this follows through, but the menu, I think it needs its own bar to be fixed there. So it's got an opaque color back here, you know, like a blue. Blue and lime green, a pale lime green work well. You might think about lime green instead of your pink. Okay, needs to be cut down and left aligned. Definitely cut it down and break it up into paragraphs. You know, and if you want to use this color, and that's the two colors you want to stick with, the blue and this orange, that would be fine too. But you have green up here. Yeah, so you may need to put menus here so that we can, you know that we're on the menu page when we click that. Okay. So this is picking up this. Where is it? Okay, the site design. So I do believe Okay. You have your fictitious disclaimer. Very good. Your locations. Make sure you optimize these images so they load quickly. And I do not see your locations, so that needs to be included. All right, good job. Okay, Jay, looks really good. I think this stacking is not working after all. So this might need to move. This is a little long, but it's okay. Okay, so if I go here, very clean. If I go here, this text is this, and this is this, which is, all right. It's taking a little time to load. As if it has photos, but okay. A little light, right? It needs to be a little heavier text so we can read it. This just needs to be cut down a little bit more, probably, you know, to here. Go through and edit. I'm looking at this text, that header. This header's different. The spacing is a little much. Okay. Nice. Just a few things that need to happen. If you're not booking, then you remove that page. And you're going to the Real Deal Tacos, so that's cool. And you're down here too. Okay. And you're up here. All right, a little redundant. You've got it on here 3 times. One place fixed and easy to see would be perfect. But you've just got a few tweaks, and mostly it's this stacking, I think. And then just a few things. You know, I think this looks great and is easy to read. It's a lot of scrolling, but it's easy to read. All right, good job. All right, Brad, let's move this all the way down to the bottom. It would need padding here, so we want to move that down. We've got your hours here with your contact. This could be a little tighter, and this I think should be on brand. It's this gray isn't quite working with the blue, so play around with that color scheme. You can also go to color palettes on Canva, and there's like 100 combinations, and you can really get a great combination of colors looking through that. That will help you. Okay, the text is still too small. Bring this up, rewrap that. Small and mostly the gray, but this is working. You need a menu link, and the location still needs to be filled out there. This is fine. This background is really slow to load, so you might rethink that. Maybe it even needs, it may just need a solid, and maybe you keep this part, like crop this out as an image, depending on the copyright of it and how you're free to use it, and then have this side be something, you know, opaque, solid color, but just use this. Or both of these, if this is San Diego, use both, and a solid back here, the color that you choose other than the gray. All right. really liked, let's see, where is it? Okay, it's not this one. Okay. All right, so making it a little more consistent, and this, I would choose a color from here. All right. All right. Do revisit this, all right, because it will make a nice completed project for you. Okay, and you've linked up, so that's good. All right. Before this pops on, before all the logos pop on, it's really easy to read. But those logos have to be removed, and your navigation needs to be somewhere really visible. It's getting lost, and we kind of have to hunt for it. It also doesn't follow us as we need it to. The images look great. They're laid out nicely. This is good. We've got the contact. This is coming on slowly, so I would put it in a footer probably. Bring this up. And we need navigation, right? There is no way for me to get back except to find the back button. Okay, so I would stick to 2 colors for you. I don't see desserts. There are desserts, but okay, we need to make this consistent with this, right? Bring that over, make it more like that. And again, spin location. I mean, I really have to be familiar with this site to navigate it. This looks good, and one of the things I wanted to say is I love this background. If you chose these 2 colors and you could, get enough contrast throughout, that would be great. I love this background. It is so clear to read this content. So, think about that, or think about these 2 colors, but that would be the best, and you definitely need navigation. Okay. Let's change this out. Just put a fixed logo somewhere and think about the background that you have on your other image, on your locations. Okay, so I still like this, except these videos are not, working very well the way they're laid out. So that's a bit of a problem. You could even put a still back there, also you can see the pixels, the dot pattern. When I click more, it doesn't go to more, by the way. It comes back up here. So let's do a left align, probably take a little bit out. You've got a contact here. We would want the contact to come down here a little bit, okay? And it will do that if you, let's see, you just have to rework that a little bit, change your anchor. We do want a consistent menu somewhere. We're kind of having to hunt. Also, make sure your images are here. So here, I have no way back, right? So that's why we need a consistent navigation. Okay. I wonder if this is a solid image that can be loaded there. It seems like it loaded separately. But I like it. It's got a great feel to it. Just needs a little more organization to be friendly. All right? Good job. All right. Nice menu over here with updates. There's a lot of empty space down here, so these containers need to be removed. Drag up the portion that will shut that down somewhere around here. And you could make these a little smaller so that all of the testimonials fit, maybe with an image. Okay, good. Okay. Okay, take this page off or update it. All right. Cut a little bit of this off. This works. But yeah, you could put that in the footer. I don't see the disclaimer, so you need that. Okay, that works for you. You still have some containers here to eliminate some space. So that's mostly what you're doing, is working on the spacing. Everyone should be looking at their headers to make sure that they're consistent. All right, so here is the original Mama de Salvo's, this Italian restaurant that Cam was working on. And let's see, daily specials, you can see how this is laid out. Wait, did I just see something? Okay. All right. Okay. And here's the one that Cam is replacing it with. Okay. This goes to About Us. When it says read more, let's have a space there and left align that. Contact is fine. If I say find us, something should happen. You have your opening hours. Okay. Might be a good place for location. We need to have these descriptions updated for sure. And keep in mind, if this is a template, if these images are with the template, that people will have seen them potentially. And hopefully what you'll do is get images from the restaurant. You could take some for them. Okay. Of course, the font is consistent, so that's good because you didn't change that. And this is working too. So the colors are great. The black background with the white and the gold, one of my favorite combos. That hasn't changed in about 40 years. So it still works well, reads well, and you just have to provide some content. And I do love this too. Okay. Okay, so the other one did not link where you wanted it to. It went to the About page, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so you want to work on that one. All right. Locations. Yeah. Well, I guess this is all you have for that. All right. Good job. All right, everybody, I would make sure that you refer back to these because you will grow a lot over the next year, and you will see things that you didn't catch before or felt complicated to change. All right? Good job.